Hello, aloha from Kona, Hawaii. I am on the last part of my Hawaiian trip, and we are at the Royal Kona Resort in, I can't remember how to pronounce, Kalea Kona. And it's right on the water. I've got this fantastic view. I've got a corner room with a wraparound balcony. So I've got some great natural light for what we're going to do today, which is foundation matching. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with the foundation matching quiz on my Mary Kay website. And this is the time of year where our skin changes and I need to update my foundation. So I'm going to take the quiz right now with you, and then I'm going to apply and show you how to do it. Okay, so we're going to meet our true match. Now, this is primarily for the full coverage foundations, either the matte or luminous 3D foundations, but that will give you an idea of what you should try if you're trying other lines. All right, so right now, my skin is light, probably light beige, not lightest beige, because I've been getting a tan, been out in the sun. And I like both the matte and the luminous. It just depends. When my skin needs more moisture, I go for the luminous. When it needs to be able to be shine free, I go for matte. So we'll stick with matte for right now. All right. And then how does your skin respond to time in the sun? So I used to be burn easily or turn red, but now I burn, but my skin deepens afterwards. Okay. All right, number one must-have benefit. I want it to have all day long wearing because I don't have time for that. So, according to this, my match is matte beige N150. Now, I could also use, now they're suggesting kind of light, so beige C140 or beige W160. So let's start over and see if changing my answers does something different. Because I have the colors that I have that I match with are a little bit different. So my undertone is actually, we'll go lightest beige just to see what happens. Well, maybe we'll go beige because I'm fully beige right now. Okay, we're gonna go for luminous and glowing, and we'll see how it does. Okay, all right. We'll go with rarely burn. All day. Find your match. Okay, so it's suggesting a little bit more in the range that I am using, but I don't actually want a warm undertone. I have a cool undertone, even though I have the ability to wear, and that's the only possible flaw with what we're doing is that sometimes it's not 100% accurate. It's about 78% accurate. So that's why you still need me, your Mary Kay gal or your own consultant. So the shades that I am wearing right now are beige C170 because I have a cool undertone, but I need it a little darker. And then I have a beige C220. So when you get your foundation quiz results, you're going to want to request some samples from your consultant or have her come over and match you. And you want to match it right here. So let me get my phone back where I can use it as my mirror at the same time. The phone does not have it be backwards like the computer screen was. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you've seen me struggle with my thing. So here we go. Hi, this is gorgeous. All right, and I have lost the little thing that props my computer up at the right angle somewhere along our trip. So I've got the darkest shade first, and I'm gonna swipe it right here. Can you see that? It's on my I can't see side, so that's a problem. And then we have the lighter shade right there. Well, we're dotting it in a couple of different places. So neither one of them completely disappears. Most likely, if I were at home and I had all my samples, I would probably want to do a 190N shade in beige. And let me take you over to the foundation shade. Okay, so we can shop our shade. Let me get it so you can see it too. That would be really good. Okay. Got it so that you can shop your shade. And is it showing this? Let's see if it's showing this. Nope. Let's stop sharing this one and we'll share the other one. Share the screen with a Chrome tab. Okay, so this has got your foundation, the different shades. And the one that I usually wear is this beige C140. And it's not a step down to 130. You know, it's not a perfect match on that because there's W. So the W is for people who rarely burn, who have more of an olive undertone. The N's are people who who sunburn a little bit and their skin deepens a little bit. And the C's are for people who are Scottish and Irish and have that pink undertone in their skin. So I usually wear C170. The matcher had recommended N150, which I know is a little bit too yellow for my skin. And this is the one, the beige N190 is usually the next step up in this. But in the matte wear, when I do matte wear, and there are some shades that don't show up in both. So I usually go for beige C220 when I'm as tan as I am now. So let's stop sharing for just a minute. And I'm going to do some demos now that these have dried. And you can see how they're starting to develop a little bit and how even though they're both not quite right, they can work. So now we're definitely going to go with the darker. I'm going to do the darker shade and I'm going to do a little mixa because that's important. Now, pre-foundation, you'll notice that I just have a little eye makeup. It's a little rough on the camera, but it's so amazing how much different I look once I get everything on. So we'll start with a little under eye corrector to get that freshly punched in the face look out of the way. I'll have to redo a little bit of my eye makeup there. All right. And I'm going to let that set for just a minute, my war paint. And I'm going to use my blending brush so that it stays in place. Now you'll notice that my sweet little nose has gotten a little sunburned. I realize that when I'm reapplying my sunscreen, I'm forgetting my nose. And I wear a hat for the most part, but the age that my kids are at, especially Everett, who he wants to go dunk me in the pool and whatever, you know, a hat doesn't always survive. So my hair has been washed a lot. You can see the purples coming out. This is all not relevant to this, but you know, I know you love the playful banter. Okay, so a little bit of under eye corrector. Now I don't look quite so bad. And I'm going to use the darker tones where the skin has kissed my face more. And I'm going to blend and use some of the lighter tone where I've gotten a little less sun or where I want to do a little bit of contouring with it. I like the foundation brush that's got a curve on it. It's just my favorite. It's my favorite ever of the world. Okay, so you can see this is a little bit orange to start because it's a little bit tanner than I am. But I'm going to put this right in the spots that have gotten the most sun. I got the funniest sunburn the other day because I had on my hat, but I forgot to put on more sunscreen, like right in here, and the pool was reflecting, so it was just like right here was really burned. So if you're on and you have questions, make sure to comment. Hello, Angela. I don't think we've met. Okay, so we've got a little foundation going on here. Now I'm going to do a little bit lighter foundation in my under eye area. I'm going to blend through the nose. And then I think I'm going to go back and I'm going to blend some together, both of the colors together. Now, the truth is that there'll be times because of your sun exposure, particularly in Boise, where I live full time right now, that you change a little bit, because even when it's cold, you still get a lot of daytime sun like we do in the desert. Even that inversion grossness that we get, it will change things. So you still may have to do a little mixing with your foundation. It's just a matter of whether you're doing more light or more dark in your mixing. So right now we're doing a little bit more dark because of this gorgeous Hawaiian sun, which I can't wait to get back into. We played all day at the beach in the pool on Sunday at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. And then we traveled yesterday here to Kona, and then we crashed like a ton of bricks because we were all so tired. And the way that our day worked out, that we kept thinking there would be, food options or restaurant options that didn't materialize until later in the day. So after we got our bellies full, everybody got real tired and fell asleep. We were here with, okay, we got this. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty blended. I really like this brush. When brushes first became a thing about, 11 years ago, I was really bad attitude about the brush. But as time goes on, I use so much less foundation. I'm able to pick it all up, and I'm blending it really well into my hairline. Now that I have one on the side, I quit my shaved sides, which was a little sad. It's been a little sad in the grow out process, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so I've got myself totally coated, and I'm definitely gonna be putting on my translucent powder for that perfect finish, that perfect soft focus. And then I'm going to finish with my finishing spray because I don't want to melt. So if you have questions, if you want samples, go to your consultant's Mary Kay website and take the foundation quiz and ask for the 3 or 4 colors that the sampler will show you. Let's see. And then you can go and shop all the shades and pick out the one you want. Now, the great thing is that Mary Kay is satisfaction guaranteed. So if you get that foundation and you put it on and you're like, whoa, or you just end up not wearing any foundation for the summer, and then it's too dark for you when you're ready for foundation, it's very easy to get it exchanged for you at no cost to you or your consultant. So that is the greatest satisfaction guarantee that you can have. Anyway, have a great day. Mahalo for watching, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.